matchmaker, Eddie Rodriguez Sr., and our promoter, Ed Holmes. Let's give them both a big round of applause. Also in attendance this evening from the WBA supervisor, Gina Malpartida. All right, fight fans, now in the ring, what you've all been waiting for. Here we go. It's time for the main event of this evening, presented to you by Ed Holmes, All-Star Promotions. Now in the ring, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Intercontinental Super Lightweight Championship title. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Raul Kais Sr. This bout is sponsored in part by Redlands Ford and Frank Catrone, proud sponsors of All-Star Promotions. All right, fight fans, here we go. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, the challenger. He is wearing red trunks trimmed in white. He is hailing out of Valenzuela. He weighed in Venezuela. He weighed in 138 pounds. His record, 20 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, with 19 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former WBA lightweight champion, Исмаела El Tigre de Venezuela, Barrossо! His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing blue trunks trimmed in silver. He is training out of Krasnodar, Crimea, Russia. He weighed in 139 pounds. He brings to the record an undefeated record, 4 wins, no losses, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the WBA Intercontinental Super Lightweight Champion, Batır Ahmedov! Once again, our referee in charge, Raul Kais Sr., to give final instructions.
And with that, guys, we are here at the main event. And this is for the WBA 140-pound Intercontinental Championship.
If you're just joining us, we're live from Los Angeles. This is our main event for the WBA Intercontinental Championship between Barrossо and Ahmedov. Ahmedov in the blue, Barrosso in the red.
The two southpaws, guys.
Barrosso, the more experienced fighter. Ahmedov only has 4 fights in his professional career.
Yeah, both fighters are starting off really quiet, just measuring themselves, distancing themselves, not throwing any punches, just trying to look around, feel around, see what they could do, see what type of punches they can throw, but obviously right now, nothing yet.
This is a 12-round fight, Christian. So, we know these guys are going to go in there with a little bit more of a strategy.
Yeah, the first rounds are fill-out rounds. And
yeah, hopefully the crowd gets the sense this is going to be actually a 12-round fight, because all the fights have been lasting 4 rounds, 3 rounds, and you get carried away by seeing all the knockouts, but it looks like this is going to be class in session.
Yeah, this is definitely for the pure boxing lovers here.
And one interesting thing that I see already is Batır's left knee. He has a sleeve on that knee, so
Well, you know, let's keep tabs on that left knee and see how it moves when he moves towards the left-hand side.
It's not very common that you see that.
No, not necessarily. The only thing reminds me of Sergio Martinez.
Yep.
Yep. That didn't end too well.
And it goes Batır with a punch, but not as expected as it would have been.
Yeah, Martinez that night had very long shorts as if he was trying to hide that injury. Not the case here with Batır. He's showing it off. So far, so good. It's moving.
Yeah, both of these fighters are really distancing themselves. Nothing in the inside yet.
A good shot inside by
But also
Tigre.
with the left hook.
Man, you can see Barrosso's experience. You know, he's just taking his time, being very careful.
Good shot inside.
So, you know, we go into the end of this first round. Who do you favor right now so far for the judges? Who's been more effective? Who's been more critical? What's going on?
I think Barroso landed the cleaner punches, but at the same time, there haven't been many punches. So
Exactly.
This is a tough one to score.
It is. Usually, if it's a close round, goes to the championship
Yeah.
person. So,
So far it's if you had to give it to the champion, if it's so close, it would have to go to Batır.
yeah, this was probably the slowest round we've seen from all of these fights so far today.
We expected that. There's a lot on the line with this
Yeah.
WBA title. Very, very intimate setting to decide a belt.
Yeah, you know, if you're Akhmedov, you know you're fighting against a more experienced fighter, so you know you got to be careful. And if you're Barroso, you know you're fighting against pretty much a rookie, but he's here for a reason, so he's being very careful as well.
He does have youth on his side. He has power, stamina, so if you're the older fighter, you have to be wary of that. We're going to see if they can employ some body work, guys. You know, it is a long fight. We want to see if one fighter tries to slow the other down with those.
Well, it's definitely a chess round for both of these fighters. So, let's see if any of these fighters want to take some action heading into this round.
Very even so far.
Barroso comes in with a straight jab. Another one, but Batır is blocking him to the body. Barroso.
If there's something that we've noticed of these fights tonight is the craftiness of the older fighter. We saw Sakyan get surprised by Spino. Spino with a little bit more experience, being the older fighter.
Yeah, you know, these guys are just keeping their distance right now. They're not getting too close to each other. The first couple rounds, like you guys said, they're just filling each other out.
A lot of distance between them right now.
Yeah, we haven't seen nothing in the ropes yet from both fighters.
It's Barroso in the red trunks. El Tigre.
Yeah. Hailing out of Venezuela.
And Batır in the blue trunks.
A lot of movement by Batır Akhmedov, but not really doing much for him at this point.
Well, it's been a lot of movement for both fighters and a lot of missing. Let's see who's going to have the first big punch.
Yeah. And two southpaws, so that's always interesting.
Yeah, both southpaw fighters, so.
You know, normally when a southpaw fights an orthodox fighter, you know, they can catch the other guy by surprise because they're not always used to fighting against a southpaw.
So the advantage that they usually have in fights that's
Yeah.
negated this time around.
Yeah, it's neutralizing, you know, in this fight. But we see Batır trying to get closer and closer.
You see Kais Sr. asking for more action.
Well, Batır is maybe more effective right now, landing those couple of punches right there.
Yeah, it seems like both guys are waiting for the other to come in so they can counter, but both guys not throwing much.
Oh. The crowd growing a little impatient now.
It feels like they're throwing a lot of throwaway punches trying to get the other guy to come in.
So far, the referee doesn't have to do anything. He's just watching.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that came too late.
Another tough round to score.
Yeah.
Batır staying busy. But not much landed in this round.
So I'm going to ask you, Chris, who does it benefit for this fight to go longer?
Obviously, you know, if it's close rounds, it's always going to go to the champion.
And he's the more experienced guy, too, so.
So far, this whole fight, the only thing interesting is just the ringside girls right now.
I think the crowd would agree with you.
Yeah.
Start of the third round right now. Let's see who's going to take that risk. Change the landscape of this whole fight.
Yeah, it seems like both guys have a similar strategy, so
Yeah.
that's not making a very interesting fight up to this point. But like you said, we'll see who takes that risk. That risk and comes forward, lets their hands go.
Something that we have to keep in mind, guys. This is Batır's 5th fight, and he's already fighting for a title.
Right.
It's not the full title, of course, but it is a title nonetheless. He's 27, so he does have a lot of amateur experience and stuff.
Yeah, and he looks good in there, honestly.
So when we talk about a full title, we're talking about, in today's sport, we have super titles, we have regular belts. And so this is a Intercontinental WBA.
Great exchange right there. So far, that's been the most interesting part from this whole fight.
But you were saying, this is for the Intercontinental Championship. It's not necessarily the World Championship. You know, the big belts that the big names have. You know, they're fighting for a lesser belt, but it's still a belt nonetheless.
So whoever fighter does acquire this belt tonight will be in line for the full belt.
Yes.
When those government bodies do sanction that bout.
That's what's at stake in this fight right now. Building a resume.
Yeah.
It's a big fight.
It's a big fight. Big fight here at All-Star Boxing in a very intimate setting.
Yeah, so far the action has been picking up in this round.
Like you guys said, Batır only has 4 fights under his belt. If he's able to win this fight and win that belt at only his 5th fight, you know, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, great body punch.
Oh,
look at that.
Knockdown counter. That's the punch that he did not see coming.
Didn't saw that coming. Batır connected with a body punch, but then he opened himself up for Barroso to connect that punch.
Overhand left.
You know, he took the risk, and that's what happens when you pay with the risk.
His legs are not steady.
He's not.
Trying to survive.
Well, he has 20 seconds to survive. I'm pretty sure he will. But it's a lot of moving, Must have hurt him a lot.
He needs to clinch a little bit. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
See, Barroso trying
This
to
is
get
a lot of
position.
movement by Batır right here. Pretty sure Mayweather would be proud.
I'd like to see Joel Diaz get up here and see what he tells his fighter.
This is going to be interesting what Joel Diaz is going to say.
I'd like to see that replay so we can see when that punch landed.
But you see that experience by the veteran, Barroso. You know, the first little mistake that Ahmedov made, you know, he capitalized, and then once he got the knockdown, he went after Batır. You know, he didn't let him breathe, put him in an uncomfortable position. And
see Joe Diaz in the corner.
Yeah, but Batır has an experienced coach in his corner. We'll see if he can, get him to wake up. We'll see if they change their strategy.
Well, the thing is, Barroso now understands that his punch is able to bring him down. And Batır hasn't given that yet to Barroso. So let's see if he's able to test himself with that punch to Barroso. But so far, Barroso has that edge mentally right now that he can bring him down already.
And it's got to be tough if you're, in your fifth fight. If you're Batır, you're fighting for this great opportunity, and then you get knocked down early in the fight.
Right.
We'll see how he responds to that.
The worst thing that can happen right now to Batır is to get hurt early on. Just be very focused. Not to make that same mistake again. Good shot there by Barroso.
Yeah, Barroso not trying to put some good combinations.
Yeah, Barroso's making sure that Batır doesn't try to find a rhythm. I mean, he's giving it to him.
Now it becomes interesting because Batır is now, he has to come forward. But, Barroso's waiting for him with punches like that.
Right. There goes Batır right here.
Shot. I'd like to see Batır go to the body just like that. Wear down the older fighter.
Yeah. Missing two big punches there, Batır.
A good block there by Barroso.
Yeah, good job keeping his hands up.
Well, we got to be careful with that ref.
Guys, senior warning in there. I'll tell you guys, if some of the younger fighters are here, I hope they stay to watch this fight because they can learn a lot from this.
Yeah, this is a different level of fighting. Like we said, they're fighting for a chance to win a belt.
Yeah, they're all making sure they take their time before they connect with a punch because they know what's going to happen if they don't. And here goes Batır with a right hook.
And Batır's punches may not seem like they're the most powerful, but they are knocking Barroso back.
Yeah, they are. But I don't think Barroso is scared of these punches.
Good head movement by Batır.
One thing we haven't seen in this fight yet is a lot of combinations.
Yeah. Oh, good shots there.
There you go.
Yeah, we put one there together, Batır had some success.
Oh, good counter there.
Hook.
Slowly but surely, this fight is opening up.
Yeah, that was a good response by Batır in this round.
Yes,
he didn't seem too hurt. Try to make a comeback of his own there.
Yeah, slowly we're going to start seeing this fight open up. The feel-out rounds are passing us by. They are fighting for a title. And so, after tasting the canvas, Batır's going to have to show a little bit more volume punching.
Yeah, we keep mentioning it, but rarely do you see a guy with so many fights fight versus a guy with so little fights.
Yeah.
Batır Ahmedov, he only has 4 fights under his belt. This is his 5th fight.
Sometimes you just got to have a better promoter, better manager.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for him.
There's a lot of movement going on in the 140-pound division after Crawford vacated all these belts, and that just trickled down to the other belts, and so this is one effect of that.
Barosso's making sure that Batır doesn't stay comfortable, moving around, throwing punches when he needs to.
And Batır has to be careful with Barosso's overhand left. You know, that's the one that put him down earlier in this fight. He has to keep that right hand up. And we see it.
Oh, good shot inside by Batır.
May have hurt him there.
Yeah, I think he did.
That was a very good punch.
And the thing is, Barosso's back. Maybe not. But that's probably the best punch from Batır so far.
Yeah.
And so far, Barosso's backing away.
Yep. I was just getting ready to say, you know, this is a 12-round fight. You see the chess match, it becomes more of a strategy. These guys are picking and choosing when to, you know, go into combat and exchange, pacing themselves.
Oh, good shot again. This time by Batır.
Batır is going to the body and upstairs. You know, he's doing a good job of mixing it up.
You know, both fighters, they look like they're well conditioned, so we may be seeing all the way to the 12th round.
Batır getting a bit more comfortable in there now.
Yeah, I was going to say,
the momentum is shifting his way.
I was going to say Barosso's less comfortable now.
Yeah, he's backing away more, landing less punches. Good counter by Batır.
You see Barroso holding on now. See that look in Barroso's face, he changed just a bit.
Go 10 seconds. See who lands a good punch to change the judges' perception of this fight. So far, I think we can agree in this round that Batır has been probably the most effective in this round.
Yeah.
Probably his best round.
He started increasing the amount of punches that he's thrown in the last round, and he followed it up in this 5th round. You know, we'll see if he can continue that in the next one.
So far, who do you have winning this fight right now?
I would say I still have Barroso up
because of that knockdown.
Because of the knockdown.
Other than that, it's been pretty even.
Pretty even after that.
Batır has been, you know, making a comeback. Last couple rounds, he did very well. He's throwing a lot of punches to the body. We'll see if those pay dividends later on.
They're very much a chess match. Barroso shooting that jab.
Yeah, Batır is being really patient in this round. Maybe probably Joe Diaz probably told him to be more steady, be more effective when you throw your punches instead of being more wild.
Yeah, how important do you think it is to have an experienced trainer like that who's been in championship fights?
Yeah, that always helps, especially in the later rounds. Sometimes you're just throwing punches towards the end based on instinct, and you want to make sure your trainer has those 4 more hands or another set of eyes that can just help you.
Yeah, I'm sure Joel Diaz, you know, came to his fight with a good strategy, you know. And after taking that knockdown, you know, it doesn't seem like they're changing too much.
Yeah, it almost seems like after the knockdown, Batır has been more of an effective fighter. since then. There's been more combinations being thrown by Batır,
definitely.
that's for sure.
Yeah. When he got caught with that punch, he got caught coming in, and he threw one punch. You know, and then took Barrosso's left hand and went down. Now he's not giving
Oh, good
Barroso
shot
much of a chance
inside.
to, counter.
Oh, another good shot inside by Batır. That's two.
Yeah, there's been a couple of good exchanges right there by Barroso and Batır.
Oh, another good one.
But Batır landing with that left hook.
Yeah.
Oh, good body shot there.
First time the referee has gotten involved in this fight. It's been pretty clean.
Oh, good shot inside by
Good
Batır.
jab.
Good body.
Good body work.
You see that the fight's slowly changing, but
Yeah.
also not as composed as it was in the earlier rounds.
I think to me it also seems like, Batır said, all right, I took your best punch and I got up and it didn't hurt me much, so.
Oh, good body work. Oh, good
Batır
exchange
with a
there.
great body punch.
Another body punch. Trying to see that strategy now. Oh, good shot upstairs.
That's how you want to end the round, because
That's how
that
you win a
clearly
round.
could change the judges' perception of that round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting because Batır, he threw a lot of body punches at the end. And then his very last punch was up to the head, and it seemed like Barroso was not expecting it.
Yeah.
So good strategy by Batır.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Gio.
He does not have my attention.
And it seemed like the ring girl took your breath away, Chris.
When? Oh.
She's,
Trying to get her attention.
Sao Kais Jr. going over to check on Barros. Batır still has to be very careful. Barroso is a very experienced fighter.
So we're on our second half of the story of our last fight.
Very even bout. If you're just joining us, Batır went down in the early rounds. He got knocked down, but he's responded well. I think he won the last couple rounds.
Yeah, I give him, right now, I kind of give a little bit of edge to Batır, but that knockdown could change everything. Ooh.
Oh, good shot inside.
Barroso, little by little, I feel like he's slowing down. I don't know if that's on purpose, if he's taking a breather, or if that's, the effect that Batır has had on him, throwing all those body punches.
Oh, good jab there by Barros.
Great left by Batır. But so far, both fighters are staying away from exchanges.
Barroso hasn't landed a big punch in a while.
He's very patient. He's waiting for an opening. You know how much is he knows how much is on the line for him. He's 35 years old.
Yeah, both of these fighters are going to make these judges work. Really try to analyze the fight. What favors what? Who comes in with the more power? Who cuts the ring?
I hope they're taking note of all the body punches that Batır is landing.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm observing.
good exchange there. Oh, good shot of service by Batir.
Am I seeing a cut on Barroso in the left hand, in the left eye? It must have been probably from a headbutt.
Yeah, there's a small cut on the
Yeah,
right hand.
I think the ref acknowledged that already.
Blood there, streaming.
It wasn't through a punch, it was through a hip combination. No disrespect to Batir, but I don't think he has that much of a power to create a cut on Batir.
Slowly we start to see Batir taking these rounds a little bit more convincingly than was the case in the beginning of the fight. And it's serving to the youth factor being on Batir's side, and then that body work that he's inflicted on Barroso.
Well, it's going to be interesting if Batir can try to expose that cut, because they're still working on it right now.
See Joel Diaz telling Batir to go get him. Probably see something.
Let's see if Batir tries to throw some rights in Barroso's left eye.
You see Barroso taking gust the wind in. Definitely is hurting for those body blows that Batir has been inflicting all fight long. Good left there by Barroso.
Yeah, Batir's being really patient.
There he misses with the hook. Oh, good nice block there by Batir.
And that blood is just dripping down by Barroso right now.
Good body shot there by Batir. Good body shot there by Barroso.
Just a couple of body punches already by Batir now.
And even when Batir has him cornered, he's still being very patient.
Yeah. I thought he was going to go after him there, but he knows not to overreach or put himself out there for too much. Good body work once again by Batir.
Oh,
now he's letting his hands go.
Batir.
It seems like Batir is getting stronger and stronger as the fight goes
Yeah,
on.
I agree with that.
And Barroso, it seems like it's the opposite. He's slowing down.
Well, I don't know how much that cut is affecting him. They try to take a risk to throw a big punch. That's a great lift.
Batir staying close, very close. Trying not to give El Tigre any breathing room. So shout out to the bellman. If you have any trouble, you know who to call.
Aces. And also aces. Pretty close fight so far. I think we all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the judges have some work to do today.
Yeah, I want to say Barroso had the better side of that first fight, and then now Batır is taking off a little bit with it. Still very close.
Shout out to all the sponsors. And, let me tell you this. I think Batır has won like the last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
He started being more effective, coming forward more, and Barroso is having a tough time landing his punches.
Go to start round 9.
So if you're watching this fight, let us know who you think is winning, because this fight is really a chess game.
Shot by Barroso, starting to get more active. Gets caught there. Oh, good shot inside. Both men landed with the jabs there. Oh, good body work. Oh, beautiful body shot.
Good body punch.
Oh, good body.
You know what?
That might be it.
That might.
Seven kind of still not close to getting up.
That's it.
And and I think he did not want to get up because he waited to get up until the last second.
But that body shot just bent him in half.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised that he went down. That was very impressive by Batır.
Yeah, you can see that replay.
We're trying to watch the replay right now.
We talked about the body work that he was doing, and we're hoping that the judges will take note of it. But
and that was with the left hand too. Interesting. And I see now why Joe Diaz might have him as his training camp.
Yeah.
That's just great body work.
Yeah.
He wasn't headhunting throughout the fight.
See that replay now? But also coming in. There's a right. Mostly blocked by Batır. See, Batır doesn't take his hands off that body with the left right there, and but also just couldn't recover from that. Chris and Gio, it wasn't just that body shot, it was the accumulation of those body shots that, that caused this one to hurt just that much.
And I think Barroso knew that if he got up, he was still going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was thinking about it. But at the end of the day, we heard the 10 count, and he didn't make it up on his feet on time.
Yeah, I think he didn't want it anymore. He knew that those body blows were going to keep coming.
Yeah, and Barroso did a good job even with that cut that he had. But it's just that thing is, sometimes you focus way too much on trying to prevent yourself from getting hit again in that side of the eye, but he forgot that he needs to protect himself in the body too, and he got caught.
Very impressive by Batır.
Yeah.
This is only his 5th fight. He scored a knockdown against some veterans in Barroso.
Not just that, but he got up, after being knocked down, and he showed a true heart today.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute, 6 seconds of round number 9, referee in charge, Raul Kaiser Sr. stops the contest in favor of our winner. By way of knockout, he is still undefeated. He is still the WBA Intercontinental Super Lightweight Champion, Batır Ahmedov.